The dream that wasn't, when the spirit came wearing a familiar face. She thought she was resting, but in her vulnerability, something ancient crept in through a trusted doorway. A moment of vulnerability. She hadn't intended to sleep. It was late, and she was on a video call with someone she trusted, a close friend who had always felt like soul family. Mid-conversation, her eyes grew heavy, her body surrendered to exhaustion, and her guard fell. The call stayed open, the screen stayed lit, but her spirit drifted. What followed was not a dream, it was an invasion. The entry of the imposter. She felt a weight, gentle at first, slide onto the bed. Bare skin, warm breath, the sensation of lips on her forehead. It seemed like comfort, but then the energy twisted. What was once affectionate became unsettling. A tongue slid across her face. Her wrists were pinned. Her body wouldn't move. Her voice wouldn't scream. That's when she knew this wasn't her friend. This was a succubus, cloaked in his image, sent by a dark practitioner. And it was trying to make itself welcome. Spiritual possession by consent. These spirits can't force themselves in, unless you allow them. That's why they seduce first. If she had surrendered, let herself be kissed, touched, or emotionally drawn in, the consequences could have been devastating. Energetic imprint. The entity would have anchored a parasitic cord to her sacral and heart chakras. Sexual binding. A spiritual contract could be formed, one that drains her energy with every future interaction. Distorted trust. Her connection with her real friend could be tainted with fear, confusion, or psychic interference. Identity confusion. Surrendering may have weakened her ability to distinguish true soul bonds from spiritual imposters. Energetic weakness. Eventually, this could lead to depression, lack of focus, chronic fatigue, and susceptibility to more attacks. Spiritual possession often starts with seduction, not force. What saved her, she fought with her soul. Her body tensed, her spirit resisted. She knew this wasn't right. She knew who her friend truly was. And she called herself back into her body with force and divine instinct. She awoke gasping, trembling, spiritually shaken but whole. On the other side of the screen, her friend had sensed the disturbance too, confirming what she experienced wasn't just a dream, but a shared moment of spiritual interference. Protection and prevention. Before, during, after. Before, preventive measures. Cover your crown chakra while sleeping with silk, cotton, or a blessed scarf. Close portals before rest. TV, phone calls, mirrors through intentional words or prayer. Invoke protection nightly. No one enters my space without my divine permission. Anoint your body, especially forehead, navel, and feet, with protective oils like frankincense, myrrh, or hyssop. Keep a crystal grid near your bed: black tourmaline, selenite, amethyst. During active resistance, refuse consent even in dreams. Say nitrogen monoxide mentally and spiritually. Call on divine guides or angels, Archangel Michael, ancestors, higher self. Use mental fire or light to push the entity back. Visualize yourself reclaiming your body. Focus on your breath. Breathing consciously helps break paralysis and reconnect you to your physical form. After cleansing and reclaiming, spiritual bath with sea salt, rosemary, lemon, and protective prayer. Burn protective herbs: sage, mugwort, cedar to cleanse your room. Journal your dream in detail. Entities thrive in confusion. Cord cutting ritual with your true friend if anything felt distorted. Reclaim clarity. Energy healing or Reiki to realign your chakras, especially sacral and third eye. Why she was targeted. She was a seer, a light worker in transition. Her gifts were expanding. Her aura was glowing brighter. But her openness, her fatigue, and her trust created a doorway. Dark practitioners monitor chosen ones, waiting for a crack. And because this entity couldn't enter directly, it used the face of love to lower her guard. A sacred warning for all light workers. This wasn't just about her. This was a collective warning. Spirits of seduction and soul theft don't always come through romantic partners. Sometimes, they come through dreams, through trust, through people you would never suspect. But awareness is armor, discernment is power, and sovereignty is the ultimate weapon.